This is Zambia's premier analysis show, Soccerchat Matchpack. Now it's time to have a look at the first 15 assignments of the Zambia national soccer team for the year 2017. Of course, we've got one remaining in terms of World Cup qualifiers against Cameroon, and there was an indication from the Football Association of Zambia that we'll be participating in the CECAFA Championship. After that, the rest of the football will be played next year, that's 2018. But as we prepare for the Chan Championship and beyond, it's time to do a postmortem of what Zambia has been able to do. So let's just have a look at our breakdown for the year 2017. That's Zambia in 2017. Here's what we've been able to do. 15 games played, 8 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses, 4 clean sheets. We had goal scoring average of 1.5, goals scored 23, goals conceded 10, and goals conceded average of 0.6. Helping me with this presentation is, of course, not a stranger to this show. Muhammad Fati joins us, and of course, Vespa Janza retains his seat. Dennis Makinka has been put on the bench. But those are the numbers, coach. And then there's a little matter of Cameroon next month, and final preparations for the Chan Championships that we've had is going to North Africa and Morocco in particular.
Yeah. I think it's very good for Zambia, especially for Coach Watson Renda as his first year in charge. I think it's above 50%. The target is above 50%. It was almost there for Zambia to qualify to the World Cup. The performance is good, and also he did a lot of job to make transition to the new generation and build a new team. So it's good for Zambia, like what we talked about it before. You remember when we said if Zambia didn't qualify to the World Cup 2018, definitely there will be 2022, they will be in the World Cup. What they need to maintain the system, and the coach also to give him time. I think we'll be having very, very good results.
Yeah, talking about good results, the coach was bubbling with confidence after our date in Oyo, saying we could be a champion team in the next 1 year. Yeah, that's 2019 Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah, Zite, we look like a team qualifying going to the World Cup after beating the team which looked like it was the favorite in our group. And we came out, and when we talk at looking at our performance, I think we credit our coach who has tried reaching where we are, and he's also trying to see which players can fit in the World Cup, Africa Cup, Chan, and to see which ones are the best to use, even also in the future.
Okay, let's just have a look at the breakdown. 23 goals scored this year so far by the Chipolopolo in their assignments. Let's just have a look at who has done what, who is the top scorer. Brian Mueller, top scorer so far this year, 7 goals. Of course, Fati's former player. Justin Shonga's got 4, Jack Chira's got 2, Windham Diaz got 2, Patson Daka 1, Mwepu 1, Martin Piri 1, Augustine Mlenga 1, Faxon Kapumbu 1. So that's the long list. You've got Cletus Chamachot on 1 as well, Simon Sulimba, and you've got, we've got a foreign national that scored for us from Botswana. His name is Mosimayana. So, yeah, basically, those were the goal scorers this year. And I'm just thinking, for purposes of preparing for Chan, the top 2 on that list have left the Super League and may not be available for Wedson Nyirenda come Chan 2018.
I think he had a plan for replacement. I'm sure he knows which player is ready to join the national team now, because also for this player to go from local to international, it's achievement for them and also for the coach. They did well for the national team, and Like when the circle is complete, the same player, the one who go to South Africa, go to Europe, he will help the national team following year for AFCON and also World Cup qualifier after 3 years. So it's good. It's in progress.
Let me ask a controversial question, starting with Vespa, and I want you to answer it clearly as possible. Now, you've got Brian Miller is not around, Shonga is not around. If you look at the people who have scored for Wetson Nyirenda this year, you then have to fall back on Martin Piri. Alex hasn't scored yet, but of course he's someone that the coach has huge confidence in. At least we've seen that he's played him at the highest level, even against Nigeria. Is this the part where you begin to say, okay, I had these new players, they did very well in a short period of time and they've gotten deals outside the country? Could he consider players like Cletus Chama, Fuayo Tembo, who ideally, quote unquote, not many people would expect to be part of the traveling party to Morocco?
Yeah, Zite, we may sometimes look at maybe players, we talk of Fuayo Tembo, Cletus Chama, but sometimes we should not forget that we have the players who have improved this time. If you look at Bruce Msakanya, he has been scoring with Red Arrows, I think for almost three games he's been scoring. So we, not only Bruce Msakanya, they may be some of the players who are doing fine at the moment. I think if the coach can also try to look at them and maybe call them, see how far they have improved, looking at the way they are performing in their clubs. Is it yes, we can talk of Fuayo, who is a good player. Yes, for him, he has a lot to do now, that he has to make sure maybe reconcile with the coach. He has to reconcile with the supporters. Also the supporters, you have to convince them that you guys here, I'm a changed person and I'm here for your team, and to make sure maybe we also win something out of it.
All right, so in the backdrop of that, our World Cup qualification campaign, there's a ton of change, and there are new players coming to the national team. Talking about the Chan Championships, and for the purposes of building this team into a good formidable Chipolopolo side, would you consider players like Fuayo, Cletus, Bruce, others that could have been part of the national team in the past but may not be on the young side of things?
Yeah, he's a good player, but the coach, he knows who's better for him. And also, if we can add for the midfields, we have Collins and Nabsa.
Collins Kombe.
Yeah, Collins, for me, is very good midfielder and is doing well with Nabsa. So I think the coach, he got too many options, and he just give time to the league to finish within the next 8 games he's watching. He was watching Barclays, so I'm sure the next few games until the league is finished, he will be watching and choose the best player for his team and for the nation.